Okay, here we are at Beetlejuice. We've been and got all the resources from these planets, so all we have to do here is not fly past the new Syreen homeworld, instead fly to it and to the space station flying around it.
Hello again, pleasant human. It warms me to greet you again.
Talana, I have brought proof that the Mycon Deep children destroyed your world, Syra.
Let me see this proof, Captain.
Look at these fungal egg sacs. We found them near a crystal puncture on a shattered world.
Great gods! These fragments, they are identical to the debris we found near the punctures on Syra. We never guessed that the fragments might be organic. To have survived re-entry, nothing organic would remain. Unless it was genetically constructed for this purpose. And only the Mycons possess this capability. The Mycons will pay dearly for their crimes. We will not sit here and do nothing while the Mycon fiends are free to roam the galaxy, perpetrating their evil. You wanted our cooperation in fighting the Ur-Quan. You've got it. Provided you first help us seek our revenge against the Mycon race. Help us to destroy them.
Okay, so what do you want us to do? What do you want us to do?
Our first step is to get some mobility. We have some fine starship officers aboard, and they're all eager to go after the Mycons. But without our penetrator starships, we're totally ineffectual. So our first step has to be recovering our Space Patrol combat fleet. We know that the Ur-Quan didn't destroy them. They never waste anything. But we believe they have sealed them in some kind of deep vault in the surface of an alien planet.
Do you know where your ships are?
No, that's your job. But maybe we have some clues to help you find them. The starship officers who flew the penetrators to the vault did so with total sensor blackout. The only thing they could use for navigation was the presence of the dreadnought fleet surrounding them. When they arrived at their destination and lowered their ships into the immense vault, they were transported to the dreadnoughts and only caught a split-second glimpse of the outside world. As far as they could tell, the sun was either red or orange. Based on the trip time calculations, the farthest they could have traveled is about 200 hyperspace distance units. Captain, we've assembled a small team of our most skilled officers. We will send them to your ship on board their own small shuttle. We feel that in the interest of efficiency, we keep our officers away from your crew at least until the mission is over. As soon as you arrive at the vault, our people will take over, figure out a way to open the vault, and bring our penetrators back here.
Very well then, Commander Talana. I'm on my way.
Good luck, brave Earthling. When your mission is successful, maybe then we can get to know each other better.
Well, your flirting is much nicer than Admiral Zex's flirting, at least so. Before we can do more than flirting, we need to get these ships back. Orange Star, approximately 200 distance units away. How big is a square? One square is 50 distance units, so we're looking about 4 squares away. We're probably looking within Ur-Quan space, because that's the most sensible place for the Ur-Quan to put their ships, so we're probably looking at one of these orange stars over here. Let's go to all of them in order, and hopefully we'll be fast enough to outrun any Ur-Quans who come by. That one's the first one, Epsilon Camelopardis. And there are now Ur-Quan ships following us. Yes, we are quite easily able to outrun them. Hopefully we can get past this one as well. It won't come up right in front of us. Yep, we are easily able to outrun these Ur-Quan ships, and they're far enough away that if this is not the system we are looking for, we will be able to get out and get to the next system without them waiting for us. Okay, I've missed that planet, so let's go to this one. This one, planet and a moon. Let's see what's on them. I've missed the moon now. Like I said before, I am sucking at flying today. Right, what is on this planet? Plastics tectonics are on this planet, and no energy signature or biology. So not land there, because it's obviously not that. The moon is class 5 tectonics and class 4 weather. It does have an energy signature though, so this is something we want to go down and visit. So let us go and see what this is. It's a base of some kind. And the report from the surface says we have opened the subterranean vault which contained the Syreen Space Patrol Penetrator starship. Ah, so this was where we were going. That was lucky. The Syreen captains have assumed command of their vessels and instructed us to rendezvous with them back at Beetlejuice. End of report. So that is that. We have got the Syreen fleet back, and so now we can join them in attacking the Mycons, and that may be quite useful. With regards to what the Yehat told us earlier, there is something at one of their worlds that they are guarding with quite a lot of ships. If the Syreen are destroying lots of Mycon ships, we might be able to get into there. This world is useless, so let us leave that. Now there's lots of Ur-Quan ships between us and Beetlejuice, so we will not go back the normal way. What we will do is, before we go there, we're going to explore quasi-space again. Into the quasi-portal, away from the Ur-Quan. Right, star map. Where have we not been? We have not been to any of the ones over here. 476, 496, that is the nearest one. Not actually the nearest one, there's one even closer to the entry point. This one takes us out in a constellation over... This one takes us out almost exactly where we were. 611.6, 413. Really wish I'd known about that earlier. So, let's try again. Let us this time actually go to that one that's very close to us, 492, 492. Where does this one take us out? This one takes us out right by the left-hand edge of space. That is right in the middle of Ilrath space, 5.0164.8. That is probably fairly close to Procyon. No, Procyon is up there. I knew it was in Ilrath space. That is where the Chenjesu and the Moonhum are. So that is somewhere we want to go to later. Possibly we want to impersonate the Ilrath god. That might be something to try and do now. We have the Umgar caster, which they use to impersonate the Ilrath god. Let's see what happens if we use it within Ilrath space. Menu, go navigate, see what happens. A ship is coming towards us. Hopefully that's the Norme and not the Ilrath. Now another ship over there, so at least one of those is the Ilrath, and I really don't like the Ilrath. So so I'm going to ignore the Melnorme coming and go back into quasi-space. I don't know which one's the Melnorme. Ah, right, 44 fuel. This is probably worth going to Beetlejuice now if I can remember which of these star map, these quasi-space portals is the one that's closest to Beetlejuice. If I remember my coordinates right, I think it's that one, so I'm going to go there. Star map. Yep, that is probably the closest one to Beetlejuice, so let's now go back to Beetlejuice. Ah, ship's coming straight towards us. Might be Ur-Quan again, or maybe Sly Landsmoke. Yeah, somewhere it could be both. Anyway, we're back at Beetlejuice. We can rendezvous with the Syreen. Maybe sort out some Mycon killings.
Good. Now we can proceed with our plan for revenge against the Mycon. From our analysis of the deep child fragments you showed to us, and a review of the recorded Mycon transmissions from the war, we've established the kind of world the Mycons desire for their hideous, deep children. They need a planet like your Earth, or our Syra, one rich in water and oxygen, and possessing a molten active mantle. Our plan is to lure the Mycons to such a planet, and then attack them when they least expect it. We know of just such a world. When the Ur-Quan were analyzing their massive planetary data to find a new home for my people, one of the close candidates, ranked just below Gaia, was a blue world orbiting close to the star Organon. Captain, we need your services again. Here is what you must do. You must go to the Mycon and tell them of this world. They will find that the world is suitable. And when they go to Organon, we shall be there, waiting for them. Then, we shall destroy them.
So, what if I die doing all this dangerous stuff? What about us?
I'm afraid both our duties will be dangerous, Captain. We may never see each other again. But for now, at least, there's this. That's more like it. Now, let me help you off with this. Yes, now aren't you a lot more comfortable?
Why are the lights off?
Because, my darling, if the light was on, I couldn't do this. Or this. Or this. Or this.
Ooh. I see. Well, in the spirit of interspecies communication, let me just say, cowabunga.
Oh, say that word again. It makes me feel so excited. It makes me want to do something nice for you. Like this. And this. And especially this.
What happens if I do this?
Does that answer your question?
Oh yes. They never taught me stuff like this back at Unsevel.
Then let me teach you what you need to know. We will begin with the fundamentals of basic Syreen physiology.
You sure this is okay? I'm nervous.
Please don't worry, my darling human. We have all the time in the world, and my door locks securely.
Well, I guess I don't have much more to say, do I?
Then stop wasting your lips on words, you silly fool, and come here.
Several hours later, several hours later, several hours later, several hours later.
Goodbye, Captain Darling. We each have our jobs to do. Now you must go. But you will remain always in my mind and heart and deep within me. I know that someday, when all this madness has come to an end, we will be together like this again.
Oh, that would be nice. Yes, first we have to destroy the Mycons. We're not going to do that yet because we're almost out of fuel again, so we're going to head on back to Earth and refuel. And also, before I do that, I am actually going to talk to the Melnorme in a safer location than in Illa space. So, go away and let's hope that this is in fact a Slylandro ship coming towards me and not an Ur-Quan. Let's save my game in case it is an Ur-Quan ship. Ah, it is Ur-Quan ships. Let's talk to them.